Hello, welcome to the boot review. Now, this is mainly about Adidas GSG 9.2 versus the 9.2024 or 9.2024. I've got a brand new pair of each sitting here in the boxes. So the 2024s arrived today, actually, right, and there they are, and it's a lovely looking boot. Okay, particularly like the suede accent around the front there. It's pretty cool, and I do like the sole. It looks a bit more chunky, a bit more improved on the 9.2. This is the 9.24, obviously. Now you can still get them both. Let me show you. So this is a 9.2. This is a 9.24. Now they look different. They are different. Okay. I've got to be honest. There's nowhere near the arch support in the latest model, and there's not enough room here. Okay, so if you've got quite wide feet, forget it. Okay, I mean, I always wear just a medium width, if you like. I've not got wide feet or anything, but these are just the new one is not as tall, if you like, not as thick here, right? So consequently, this was digging into my foot a little bit. Now, it might well be that my right foot is slightly wider than my left or something like that, but I've got to wear them in a little bit yet. But I'll be honest with you, I've got another pair of these, right? Let me just put that one down for a sec. So here's ones I've been wearing for a while, the 9.2. Okay, so the original ones, these are in a bit of a state now. I've worn them so much, and they're so comfortable, honestly. I mean, they're a bit knackered, and the soles, as you can see on that one, they don't like driving. They don't like the pedals. It really does wear them out quickly. I mean, if you just sort of normal, as a normal duty boot, they're probably fine. But actually, they're not very hard wearing. They're just not very hard wearing soles, the 9.2. So I'm thinking probably the 2024 model. It's a different sole design, as you can see. Okay. And I think hopefully the 2024 will be a longer lasting sole. These bits are a lot bigger, a lot more chunky. They do look a bit more, the business. But it is just this little bit here, just here. So I'm going to wear them for a little bit longer. Maybe loosen this bit up a bit, because the left foot was perfectly all right. The right foot, as I say, a little bit painful. But the one thing I have noticed now, on the 9.2, the older model, it's just like wearing trainers. The arch support, like running shoes, the arch support is amazing. But on these, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them, arch support. There just isn't as much of it. It's noticeably, it is there, but if you want a boot with really good arch support that feels like trainers, get the 9.2, not the 9.2024. I think, if I'm honest, I think the older version looks more modern. I know that I see what they've tried to do with this, with the suede around the toe, and while you're wearing it, looking down on it, they look really smart. I've already waterproofed these actually earlier on today, just with the silicone spray. But they do look really smart, but then so do these. You know, these look really smart, and you can just use your standard standard boot leather on these. Whereas these ones, I don't know, with that bit of suede, I'm not exactly sure. But these, my older ones, look at that. It's sort of come away a bit there, but these have been through thick and thin for a long time. And they're so comfortable. I still wear them. I would say that these could have done with like a little lace locking bit here, you know, like the little metal bit that the lower boots have. I think it definitely would have benefited. In fact, I've got a lower boot here, let me show you. So that one of these, this sort of like little cleat or whatever it is, that once you put it through that, it doesn't come undone. And then I tend to only do it up to that point, or the next one up. I never do them all the way up to the top. But and these I've only done up to that point there. I've not done them right up as of yet, because it sort of feels a bit unnatural to me, because I never do them up that high. Now, before I go any further, I've proofed. I do proof all my boots, and this is the stuff I used on this. I was using sort of Kiwi stuff, but the cans were so small and quite expensive. I got this on Amazon. It's exactly the same stuff, to be honest with you, and I presume it's just some sort of silicone sort of based spray, and I think it's 2 of those for, I think it was about 13 quid or something like that. So check that stuff out anyway if you are waterproof. And that's for like leather, suede, canvas, whatever. Enough said. Right, so we've pretty much covered the boots themselves. It's down to individual taste, to be honest with you, which ones you prefer the look of. I mean, I definitely prefer the look of the 9.2. Now, if the 9.2 had the soles of the latest model, the 2024, I think that would be the winner. They would be the absolute nuts, as long as it had the arch support, the same arch support, just the later, more chunky soles designed for, well, whatever they're designed for, but much more, I would think, much more of a patrol boot feel. The problem, of course, with the suede, you're not going to get that, you know, well, not mirror shine, but you're not going to get that real shine out of them. But time will tell. I'm going to keep wearing these for a while, and hopefully they're going to break in, and this bit here will get a bit looser. Now then, let's address the problem of the sizes. All right, so even Adidas on their website, I'll go into the price in a minute. So even Adidas on their website tell you to go up. They tell you to go up half a size, go up a full size, leave space for big thick socks. Now, I always wear Bridgedale Trekker socks. They're thick, they're medium weight merino wool. They're fantastic socks. They're anything from 15 to 20 quid a pair, but they really are good. I don't know, they just don't seem to wear out. And you know, I've never liked wearing 2 pairs of socks and stuff like that, but they are the bizzo as far as I'm concerned. I just spotted a mark on this boot over here, but didn't know it was there. Get that off later. So yeah, so I'm normally a size 8 stroke 8.5. That depends on the manufacturer. But I am normally an 8, but I think one of my feet is slightly different than the other, and I think most people have that. So I always go, well, with lower boots, I go for an 8.5. But with Adidas, because they come up small, I wear a 9, and they're perfect. Size-wise, you know, actual length-wise, these are perfect. And the GSG 9.2 the older model, are also perfect in a 9 if you wear an 8. Don't think about the half size, unless if you're an 8.5, a genuine 8.5, then get a 9.5. Now, with regards to price, so I've seen them, a couple of places advertising them recently at 170 quid, and they're probably offering free delivery, or maybe even charging for delivery on top of that. But I went direct to Adidas on their website, their UK website, and I signed up in another email address that I've got, which they didn't have because I'd previously signed up and got a voucher for something else. So I signed up in another email address and immediately got 10% off. So these are 170 quid on their website. I got £17 off. So they were 153 quid, and that includes free shipping. I ordered these on Saturday. They arrived today, Monday lunchtime they arrived. So fair play to Adidas. If I'd have, and straight after they sent me a 15% off code, right? So actually, I you know, if I'd have bought something else first or whatever, I could have got 15% off of these. But it is what it is. But 153 quid, as long as this bit breaks in a bit better, I'm happy with that. I like the way they look. They look really nice. They've got, I guess they have got enough arch support. I'm not saying they haven't got any arch support. They have got arch support. It's just not as much seemingly as these. These are like wearing a trainer. These are like wearing a good lightweight boot. They are light. And let me think, weight wise, it's debatable. I don't know. Maybe the older one is slightly heavier. Now they do say on their website that there's some recycled material in this. Right? I personally don't care about that. I didn't buy it because there's 20% recycled materials in it, in this cloth bit or something. They're not going to save the planet with that. So, you know, don't get them on the strength of that. That's not the deciding factor for me. So I guess maybe it's just a bit of a bonus. There's the proof of the size. Okay, and same in the same in the 9.2. Now then, now what I would say is with the 9.2, sometimes you can get a bargain on eBay, because I got these ones. Mark on it is bugging me. Oh well. So now I bought these. Somebody had bought them and obviously not realised about the sizing, and for whatever reason couldn't send them back, but they're brand new. And I got this pair probably a year ago, and they've been sat in a box in my spare room since. And I paid like 80 or 90 quid for them, including the postage, which, because they're brand new, was an absolute bargain. I was happy to do that, because they're still about 150, 160 quid a pair. Here's the pair that I wear quite regularly. As you can see, the soles have worn out. I mean, I don't know, I can't really think how quickly these wore out, because I haven't worn them constantly. But I've got to say, they're probably, no, I think they are the most comfortable boot I've ever worn. I'm going to show you one more boot, and it's not anything to do with Adidas, okay? These are my go-to lower boots, okay? Now, for a long time, I wore steel-toed lowers, the S3 safety boots, same height as these, all leather. Now, these are called the Recon GTX. Right, I'm not even sure if they do these anymore. But I tell you what, I put these on, I walked around in them for about 10 minutes, and they seemed to be broken in. It was just perfect. They don't have as much as much midsole as these, but they're very nice looking, very comfortable boot. They're from Lower. They're quite. I think they were the best part of 200 quid. Now then, so the Adidas boots I got direct from Adidas. Okay, the lower boots. Now the people I got those lower boots from are called Cop Shop UK. They're down in Kent. Take a look at their website. It is copshopuk.co.uk, I believe, and they've got a good range. And to be honest with you, if they haven't got them, they can get them probably if they're available. The other place I've used that I actually do recommend. I mean, you can get these boots. You can get lower boots direct from the importer. Actually, they've got on their website. So if the importer's got them in and they're on the website, you can get them from them. Good service, actually. But the other people I've used for most of my blower kit is a company called Nighton 999. They're over in Crawley, around Gatwick area down there. And I bought quite a bit of, I bought some blower fleeces and coats and several pairs of the blower stretch trousers. Really good trousers. They're on sale at the moment down there. And just don't buy blower boots. I don't rate them at all. I had a pair, I sent them back. They had this awful lacing thing where you just had a clip, you pulled it tight and it did put this clip on. It was just terrible, in my opinion. Maybe some of you get on with that, but I definitely didn't. And that they looked pretty crappy. But that said, I'm off to America later this year, and I think they're called the blower. I think they're called the Crush boot. They're only an ankle boot, so I'm after a pair of those. So I'm going to pick those up while I'm over in the States, along with some Origin MOAB trousers, because they do some nice stretch sort of workwear. So I'm going to get some of them. That's the plan. Anyway, look, hope I've rattled on a bit too long here. I only planned it on being 10 or 12 minutes, but I hope this has helped you maybe make a decision if you're going to go and buy some of these boots. Would I buy the 9.24 now, knowing what I know? Probably not. If I had to buy them, I'd buy the 9.2, the tall ones. They do a 9.2, they do a shorter version of this, which might suit you better. I never even do them up. I only do them up to this point and then wrap the lace around and tie it up. But I will get wear out of the 2024 model. I'm not unhappy with it, but there's just a couple of bits I'm not convinced about, if you see what I mean. The width, and I think they're probably just not. The leather's probably not as supple, and there's definitely that bit there is lower, if you see what I mean, than this one. So there's less room. So if you've got wide feet, or you've got big feet or big old hooves or whatever, I probably wouldn't recommend them. But these are good, the 9.2s. So there you have it. I hope it's been of some use. We're at 20 minutes now, so I'm going to call it a day. If there's anything else you need to know about them, just drop me a message. No problem at all. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please do me a favour, like and subscribe. It helps the channel. I'm not making money or anything like that. So, and I had to buy all these. It's not a problem. I'm just sharing the information. That's all. You take care, stay safe, and I will catch you on the next one.